Wait. Me and Sally, we want to thank you. Sally, say something for the record. Quote from reddit.com. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm seems that I'm naked, but I'm not. I have a dress here. Okay. So today, on Twitter, I had the most amazing day reading some news about AI, and it has been it has been crazy. So I really wanted to jump on video and talk about it because there are two articles and like a little bit of a rabbit hole that I really wanted to kind of dive in on video. So I'm just going to show you the page that, not the page, sorry, the news that I was talking about. But let me interrupt everything to say hello, hi, welcome or welcome back. My name is Noemi. I'm an Italian artist, small business owner, and a talker, a big talker on YouTube. And this is my channel. And here you can find many things, such as talking about things that go on online, like drama, online dramas, things like that. If you like what you hear and see, and you will hear a lot, honestly, subscribe, leave a like, do the YouTube things. And I'm here. I have many videos to come. And if you have also suggestions, leave it down below. Let me know your opinions. I always like to share opinions. And let's go on to the video. I just want to clarify that I am on Twitter, but I use it mostly to like researches, like news, such as these ones that I'm going to show you. And also, I don't post my art there because I know there's a bunch of AI shit going on, and I don't want my works. Yeah, I don't want my works stolen. So yeah. But the two news that I want to talk about are this and this. Prepare yourself because you are not ready. The first one, we will start with something really chill, really simple, such as roughly 300 programs across Netflix library have used generative AI. Did you know that? Do you have a Netflix account? Well, across their production process this year, only 1 year, 300. The company, I'm sure that, I don't know if in the article, because I have opened the article, but I didn't read it. I want to read it on video. I'm pretty sure that most of the things that use the AI are probably children's production, kids production. I'm pretty sure about that. I don't know why. I have a feeling. Like a feeling. Okay, we are increasingly leveraging these tools to deliver higher quality output more quickly and at a lower cost than traditional methods. The company said in some cases, production would have to leave out key shots and sequences in the absence of generative AI technology. Now, the comments obviously are like, if you have like a net, these are just opinions. I don't want to convince anyone to do whatever, like, things that they don't want to. Personally, I don't have a Netflix account. First things first, because I don't have the money to spend each month. Second, because I got quite bored. The only thing that I was watching was Bridgerton, honestly. So for me, it doesn't make sense to have like a monthly subscription just for one show. So yeah, people obviously said they don't watch Netflix, and I do agree with this comment here. Here need to be AI disclosure the same way we have MPA ratings and other disclosure before a film show starts, so I know when to turn this shit off. And I honestly do agree. I don't understand why, because we're talking about something that involves uh, less people, like less human. um, the consumption of many resources. It's when you talk about AI, you talk about something that deprives people, human, of everything: job, water, livelihood. Because if you just look at how many data center are built near houses, like the sound, like the loud sound that they made, the water, everything. So it's something that the audience should know in order to. Obviously, there would be, as much as there are AI artists with a lot of quote unquote, in my personal opinion. Uh, I think there should be also uh, this, like, something that said this product is AI, and I'm sure that there will be people who consume maybe mostly AI, maybe I don't know. There's a bunch of I talked about vertical dramas made by place like companies such as Real Short, and I believe I talked also about Candy Jar. And right now they spawn like mushrooms, honestly. But there are some of these companies that turned to AI in order to make many products, and to let people be more engaged with these stories that do not exist. I don't know why, and I hope it only comes up to adults, honestly. But there are some uh, like advertisement on YouTube of AI dramas that are not for minors, and I was like appalled, like scrolling to a short. At a certain point, I have this, which is pretty. It's blurred in some places, but it's still, you can understand what is happening. And I was like, I'm an adult, and I was like, dude, what? I didn't expect that, honestly. So there are people that for sure will choose those kind of things, and I don't. It's like if you choose knowing everything uh that comes after AI. Sorry, AI in Italian is AI. Sorry, AI. You are willingly choosing this world to end, in my opinion. But still, it's we are free. Free will. Do whatever you want. But for people who are, it's like I think it's something that goes deeply right now. I will compare the use of AI as similar to the use of, like, meat. Uh, Hear me out. Wait, hear me out. I was vegetarian. Right now, I am not a fully vegetarian, but I don't eat. I don't like meat. Honestly, I just eat sometimes fish. Um, but as much as everything, like every product, there's a disclosure on the product where they say, but this product contains like ingredients, and you can see as a vegetarian, as a vegan person, that what this product has inside of it. I believe that similar to movies and TV shows and dramas and whatever, even anime, I don't know, everything should have something like you need to disclose that in order to let the audience know, and the audience can be able to choose, in my opinion. So the comments are pretty one-sided. I want to say obviously, but nothing is obvious. Oh, there was someone who said, it was a guy. Where are you? I saw you before. I saw your face. I thought I saw your face. This for sure. I cannot find him. Maybe he canceled the comment. He was like, oh, maybe someone now will Oh, by the way, also I will look up also another news that it's pretty important, which is something that I was like, dude, come on, it's time to go. It's time to go. But in a second, um, yeah, George Lucas. I knew it was him, but I wanted to be sure because sometimes I mess up names. So it's always by variety, by the way. So I don't know where this publication stands for, but they make lots. From what I saw, honestly, they make a lot of contents on AI. I don't want to say against or for AI, on AI. So I saw this. It was like 2 days ago, maybe. And it says George Lucas says AI makes it much easier for us to make movies, and there's nothing you can do about it. That's progress. It's the future. Artificial intelligence means it's not. This video is not about that, but it's pretty important to um, talk about all these things, such as same thing that goes for Reese Witherspoon, siding with AI, siding with the fact that we need to keep up with AI. Same thing for, I believe it was Sandra Bullock, which it was like one day, like it was Reese Witherspoon, and the day after was Sandra Bullock. I was like, oh my god, this is a conspiracy. These people are like, it's a conspiracy for me. Like Shane Dawson, where are you? Where you needed? Um, so this a person, this sir said, artificial intelligence means it's much easier for us to make movies. Is it though? I don't know. It's very much like sitting here saying, well, I believe the horse and the buggy is really where it's at. These cars, they break down, they need um they need gas. There all kind of problems with them, and pretty soon they'll be making them into tanks, and then they'll be killing people. It's terrible, which is true, by the way. There's nothing you can do about it. That's progress. Is the future. Honestly, I retweeted and said, now that X is called X, how do you say re-exit? I I don't agree with calling it this, honestly. Even staying on this social media for me is insane, but still, it's pretty useful, unfortunately. This was my comment, and I'm pretty proud of it. So back to this. Okay, the article is titled about 300 Netflix title use generative AI this year. Company reveals. So I didn't read it, and I'm already underwhelmed, honestly, because this kind of articles, I don't know, there are people who are pretty, who get angry, and I really understand. There are also people who are kind of, well, what can I do about it? I feel that I'm in the middle. Not because I'm talking about it. First things first. So the first thing is to talk, to let people know, to spread the word, and to let people know also the behind the scenes of this kind of things, because I am pretty sure there are many people, such as all the boomers, sorry boomers, um, who look at a picture and say, "Oh my God, this is so cute." It happened so much with my mother, like in the past months, that every time she was looking at a picture, she was like, "Oh my God, this is beautiful. Look at this dress." I was like, no, that's AI. That thing that you're looking at doesn't exist." So it's pretty. Uh, in this sense, it's pretty overwhelming, but also I understand that in front of some people, which is a rule that for me applies in everything in life, to everything in life. In front of some people, you cannot argue, you cannot reason. There's not there's no reasoning with this, some kind of people. So this is why I found myself in the middle. So, oh, you can also listen, but no, I'm going to read. badly, but I'm going to read. By the way, I'm Italian, so if I misspell something, I'm Italian. So please forgive me. Roughly 300 Netflix programs across the streamers library have used generative AI across their production process so far this year. The company revealed in its second quarter earnings report. Oh, maybe here they say also who are these people, who are these products. On Thursday, Netflix told shareholders in a letter that the technology's usage expands across every level of program's production process, from its concept and pre-visualization to post a burp, to post to post-production and release. The company singled out programs like its Indian sports thriller series Glory. Oh, they say something. Glory. Yeah, I'm going to Google every single one of this. Programs like it's Indian sports thriller. This is Uomini di Gloria. No. Um, Netflix. Wait, this is 2022. It's not possible. Uh, Images, maybe. Oh, there we go. This is really something. It's Brazilian soccer mini series. Why always sports? Whatever. Mini series Brazil. What? Brazil 70 a saga do tri. I think it's Portuguese. Sorry, I don't know Portuguese. And it's American Revolution focused Whoa, this is something that goes beyond. Focused docu-series, The American Experiment for the uses of the technology, which Netflix said helped create highly complex sequences that included enhanced crowd sizes and battle sequences. These kind of things you can use CGI. There's no need to consume like thousands of liters of water to make a crowd. You can also make just a drawing if you don't want to use that. Come on, you can do something else. Uh, we are increasingly leveraging these tools to deliver higher quality output more quickly and at a lower cost than traditional methods. The company said in some cases productions would have just don't do it. I don't understand. Is it necessary to make a sport thriller thing? Productions would have had to leave out key shots and sequences, sorry, in the this is Mariska, I love Mariska, sorry, in the absence of generative AI technology. the disclo- what the disclosure came as Netflix second quarter revenue hit 12 billion. Let it sink in. Take a minute. Let it sink in. Yeah, this was Michela Nogueira, if you don't know it. Up 13.4% year over year with your money, with a net income of 3.4 billion, translating to 80% per share. On average, Wall Street analysis, well, I don't care about this, honestly. I don't understand. The streaming giant has been vocal about adopting AI for various sectors of its business, including helping users find new titles. Is it fueling its advertising business and building an AI animation studio? Jesus Christ, I didn't know about this. Netflix in March also acquired the Ben Affleck. Oh, yeah. The Ben Affleck founded company Interpositive, which it said would help provide filmmakers with AI tool to use throughout film and TV production. So, Netflix co-CEO Ted Sarandos said on the company's earning call Thursday that while the Interpositive, no, I mean you can do it, deal was still in its early days, the company has seen its impact on production alongside some of its other in house tools. AI tools give creatives better tools. How many tools we need? Creatives better tools to bring their visions to life, Sarandos added, pointing to 17 minutes of AI and a half. Whoa, 70 minutes, dude. It's necessary to add the 70 minutes. Otherwise, it wouldn't make sense. Of AI enhanced footage in the American experiment that he claimed expanded the scope of the series that just wouldn't have been feasible before. I believe that if a whole freaking documentary, movie, whatever, is based on 70 minutes to make this piece good, there's a problem, I think. Feasible. I don't like this word. Um, and that were produced twice as fast and at half the cost of previous options. And as many people pointed out in the comments here, oh no, this is George Lucas, sorry. Um, where are the saved things? Damn it. I found it before. There we go. As many people said in the comments, why are you using AI in order to cut the costs, but the prices are of the monthly subscription, annually, whatever. I honestly, it's been like, I believe it's been more than 5 years, probably, maybe right after the uh, 2020 situation. Yeah, maybe it's since 2020 that I don't have a Netflix account. Nice. Um, uh, bu- 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 this comments killed me, honestly. The garbage Netflix will be releasing by 2030. Uh, um, there were blah, 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 blah. There were I liked this one. Would be nice to know which ones did that, like which programs. And in the article there are some. There are some. Oh yeah, lower costs. Can't wait to see the rate decreases. All all this time you've been feeding us bullshit about you needing to raise rates to pay for all the fantastic programming you're going to have, which is fair, honestly, which is fair. And I don't understand why all the major brands, all the major companies right now are approaching the AI with this excuse, which for me it's just an excuse, in my opinion. Because if you say that AI cuts the cost because maybe you need less workers, less time to do something, which we need also to talk about the quality though, but still, I think that we need also to talk about the prices of things, like the things that you produce. We need to talk about prices. And same thing goes for the AI artists. I really don't understand, and I really don't know, and I really didn't deep dive in that, like how they sell, because for sure they do that, how they sell the product. And it's something that increasingly I saw also happening on a second-hand app that there's is available in Europe, which is called Vinted. And there are so many like prints and I don't know, like like shopping bags and whatever made with. It's clear. It's like clear as the day that it's made with AI. And I don't understand, like, I struggle so much with pricing works that I produce with my own hands and my own brain. So this is just a qualm that I have, honestly. But yeah, Still, Sarando said Netflix isn't looking to use AI to replace creative professionals. Yeah, sure. We believe it takes great artists to make something great. And AI is not changing that, he said. Movies are being made by people who make movies. AI provides them with better tools to make. What if an artist that it's made, like, for example, it's just an example. I don't know, and honestly, I would be really, really, really disappointed to know that. But let's say that Shonda Rhimes, which produces Bridgerton, uh, she decides from like one day that she's going to use AI. And I don't know, another producer said that no, they will never use AI. Like, will their product that maybe have a much higher cost because it's not done with AI, so cheaper shit, my opinion, will be a quite like I'm talking about mm, this level in the product. Like, I use AI, so I am quicker and my product costs a little bit less. And the other one, I don't use AI. My cost is a little bit higher, but my product is like crazy, insane, beautiful. Which one Netflix will acquire? So this is what I'm thinking about in this case. So will you acquire the AI one because it's cheaper and maybe you will make like marketing and whatever to appeal the public? So yeah, these are the questions that I have in mind, honestly. The remarks echoed, echoed, lost in the echoed. Sorry. Sarando's comments too. What's this link into the two? I just want to say, I'm curious. Oh, I don't want to read that, honestly. Comments to Politico in March, where he said AI should be a creator tool. Who said that? Who said that? Similar to other production tools that have been evolved over time, and that it could afford creators the opportunity to do things impossible before the technology emerged. However, he said AI could only make things faster and cheaper. If a high bar of quality followed, I don't think faster and cheaper matters if it's not better. He told the outlet. These two phrases do I do whatever. I do think AI, particularly interpositive, is like a sponsored post for like just speculations. Is this sponsored by interpositive? Uh, the company we bought from Ben Affleck will help creators make things better. He added, using their own dailies, using their own production materials to make the film that they're making better. Still requires writers and and actors and lighting techs and all the things that you'd use to make a movie, but be able to make the movie more effective, more efficient. What if the writers uses AI for the script? I don't know. I do agree on something though, which is something that it's really, really painful to admit, which is also something that we saw if you studied history just a little bit, little bit, you know that there are some things that when they arrive to humanity, at first they are approached both with the hate, let's say. Both, there are people who are excited to try it, and I'm talking about um each and everyone, like each product that human being, like even there were also people talking this way about printing methods, when the first printing machine was created. So it's fair. Every evolution, every invention is something scary, something that you need to be aware of, and you also need to know to in order to understand it. And they said the same thing for artists, like they were working on Photoshop and Illustrator, and they said, ah, you're cheating just because you're drawing on Photoshop and Illustrator, you're cheating. So it's the same thing, like wash, rinse, repeat. But in this case, I think we're talking about a tool that it's pretty dangerous for many reasons. And I know that Photoshop already was something that during the years was used for, let's say, malicious situations. But Photoshop, it didn't had the impact on resources as much as much as AI does. So I don't know. I found myself really afraid of this tool, and I'm mostly, honestly, mostly, I'm not afraid of the companies that are like each day there are 2000 companies, AI companies that are created. They spawn like crazy. I'm mostly afraid of people, both for the usage that they do, and also for the people who don't know, who don't look, who don't research what they're doing, what they're using. So when I saw people jumping on the train of the Ghibli trend, like you putting your picture into AI and making the Ghibli style, let's say, I was so concerned because it's feeding new informations, your face, your informations to a machine. And I don't know, that was pretty concerning for me. So yeah, it is what it is at this point. And I'm really talking about this in order to first to give my opinions, because I have lots of opinions, you can say, but also because there's accountability to be taken. And I don't want to talk mostly about people who like companies again, which fair they too, but also if you use AI, you need to know, you need to understand, and you need to take accountability for what you're doing. So yeah, that's just my opinion. Second thing, second, which is something that, dude, it will shock you, honestly. So wait, because maybe you don't understand this. Okay, this here, it's a robot, and it's not just a robot, it's AI robot. And sorry, doll. For me, it's a robot. Also because it doesn't look at all as a doll, but still. And it has been created, it has been used in order to be a helpful teacher in school. I'm going to read the post and then we're going to go on the company website. The company behind AI companion dolls is now making 60,000 humanoid teaching assistant. A New York school. Oh, a New York school has already bought one from Real Robotics to sit in classrooms. The robot, whose name is Sally, which just look at this, please, just look at this. What what? Oh, yeah, sure. What is this? What is this? Also, is this done with AI too? I think so. Is everything is too smooth. A school in New York is hiring an AI humanoid to teach children in one of their classes. And it is happening sooner than you think. And I also researched the school. Just Probably they are going to say it. I don't know, but still, I don't know the school honestly because I never been to New York, but still, it's the Salamanca City Central School District in Salamanca, New York. Which one question arises, which is why this school has $60,000 to buy a doll, which for sure, and I know people will say, well, it's a one-time payment. Is it though? Because every time you buy something, mostly this kind of advanced thing, advanced, no, advanced thing, they do require, I believe, uploads, and maintenance. I'm pretty sure. Maybe they will say it in the article. I don't know. So yeah, I have questions. At this point, artificial intelligence plays a pretty big role in people's lives. It can be used to complete manual work. I don't know this word. Tasks. Sorry, I need to Google manual. Manual. Is this how it's written? Manual. Um, manual. Umile. Huh? Manual works. Uh, it can be used to complete manual work. I didn't know this word. Crazy. Manual work tasks, while others will check in with an app like ChatGPT for advice and even have romantic relationship. Oh, okay. AI is also pretty prominent in education, with colleges and universities detecting AI usage on essay and smart glasses being used to cheat on tests. Okay. There are also few AI focused schools. What? And and while humans haven't been completely replaced by technology, thank God, I don't know, the shift is starting to take place a little more. Humanoid teacher called Sally coming to New York soon. Over in Western New York, Salamanca. Oh, yeah, they said it. Sorry. I went ahead of I didn't know. Salamanca City Central School District has, oh, this is SCCSD. Sound like an STD, sorry. Has hired an AI powered humanoid teacher to join their staff in the fall. I imagine this pers- thing to give like talking and giving answers, wrong answers based on Reddit's post and maybe tweets and maybe everything, but things being published maybe on Google Scholar or something. Imagine. The robot, whose name is Sally, has been developed by Realbotics and is set to provide learning support to children. It will have a lifelike appearance. Does it though? With the silicone skin and long brown hair, but will be stationary in a seated position, like the like a statue. Also, my question is, and I think I already know the answer, and I don't know if they will say in the article, but why a woman? Why not a man teacher? Maybe a little bit like cute old man teacher. Why? Why not? The same company has a history of building dolls designed for intimacy. Oh, now we're talking. As per the to switch from intimacy dolls to school dolls, as per the school boards, the robot costs 57,500 no, I don't know. I don't know how to pronounce numbers. 57,500, no, 57,590. I'm so sorry. I also in Italian I have difficulties, so I think it's my brain. And also has an artificial intelligent teachers assistant program so students can interact with it via laptops. Uh, the- So, if you can interact with it via laptops, why don't have just a program on laptops which you can use? If you need to do something like that, why use a silicon doll from a company that used to mainly do dolls for intimacy? I have questions. Additionally, when students want to interact with the seller face to face, they have to give a unique identification code. Oh, yeah. Let's not like imagine if someone wants to interact with our code rather than their name. This deployment in a working school district represents a landmark moment for both AI and humanoid robotics. Does it though? Andrew Kiguel, CEO of Realbotics, told NI Upstate, NY Upstate, sorry, whether the humanoids will be a hit with student whether uh, like you bought this and you don't know if it will be a hit or something with students and stuff remains to be seen, but there have been complaints from parents around the security. Over in Ohio, police retired a robot officer after he failed to arrest anyone or issue any tickets during its first year. After evaluating the technology, the city determined that it did not fully meet our operational needs and we elected to end the agreement, Dublin Police spokesperson Robin Gray said. Listen, first things first, I'm going to leave this image on because it's beautiful. Yes, it is beautiful. Wait, I'm going to leave it like this. Okay. I'm really oh maybe if I do like this. Wait. I'm going to surprise you with no, I wanted to show you full face. Well, whatever. Um, whoop, wrong one. I really don't. Uh, I have lots of opinions and questions. First things first, I'm going to talk about Italy for a second. Italy, in my opinion, obviously, it's a place where everything that is new is always perceived as a menace. And I'm talking about everything from politics to fashion to people living their lives whatever however they want until they like without harming anyone. I'm talking um Italy is pretty behind on many things in my opinion, and I'm really thinking what if one of these things came into one school. Schools in Italy, they don't even have AC, by the way. They have sometimes they have walls, just sometimes, and some other times they also have desks. I imagine a school in Italy which is not well founded. They don't have funds for anything. They don't like they maybe they can buy like toilet paper. Sometimes they cannot. Um, but I imagine one of these things that costs $60,000 euros, I don't know, coming into a school where basically parents are always against everything. And I imagine people reacting to this. Um, I think they will either throw this thing into the garbage themselves or they will riot. Probably the second one. And I don't know, honestly. I don't know. I am all in for helping teachers, helping because I believe teachers have the most hard job of like they are constantly with kids and young adults and adolescents people, and they also have parents to take care of, and they have like the other school, like professors, whatever, around them. So I really think that, and they are the ones that teach important things besides lessons like history, whatever, but also they can be pretty helpful in life. So I'm always in like, yes, let's help the teacher out. Let's give them everything. But I really don't understand why we can't improve the education, the schools in general, instead of spending $60,000 for this silicon things here. And I'm not saying that it cannot be useful. Like, intimacy dolls, honestly, they always existed. Like before, they were like plastic and inflatable, and now they are more like, I remember watching something, I don't know, was an interview or something, on the first robot. It was back in, I don't know, ages. First robots dolls, it was maybe in Japan, Korea, I don't know. And if an adult is in contact with these things, I don't want to say that they don't make any damages, but uh, unless at least you are an adult and you should be aware of things. But to put this thing in front of kids and to rely on this to provide maybe information. Imagine a kid goes to this thing and says the code like 1 2 3 4, and and then asks a question to this doll, and this doll is quote from Reddit.com. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Imagine that. Imagine. But maybe this doll will say something like quote from the book of, I don't know, Pride and Prejudice, and says a quote or something. That would be awesome. Maybe this thing, like this program, is full of like all the books published since ever. It's just a dream, I know. But yeah, these were the AI news of today. Let me know if you liked one of the two, if you didn't like none of them. I really want to make people notice what is going on around us, and things that maybe will go unnoticed, such as, I don't know if it went properly unnoticed, the George Lucas comment, but same thing, because I saw, maybe it was D'Angelo that made a video on the Reese Witherspoon comment on the AI. And swear to God, it was like one day after another, like 2 days in a row, where two celebrities sided with AI. And I really liked the Reese Witherspoon production company movies, honestly. I really like her style and everything. And to know that one of your I don't want to say favorite, but one of the artists that you like is pro AI is really heartbreaking, because it's like you don't give a fuck, like you just want to stay on top of this in order to not stay behind. And I believe this is the biggest fear of all, like artists and producers and, I don't know, people that are in the creatives field, that they are afraid to be left behind because they didn't um jumped on the train as soon as possible of the AI shenanigans going on. So I really think that this is something that we need to talk about, s- both as artists, but also as humans, because I think is necessary. And I think if not now, maybe later, it would be a little bit too late, maybe. So yeah, me and Sally, wait. Me and Sally, we want to thank you. Sally, say something for the record. Quote from Reddit.com. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm this makes me laugh so much. Um, will it have a filter like minors? Will it have a filter, kid friendly something? I don't know. I have so many questions, damn it. Okay, me and wait, sorry. Me and Sally want to thank you to have watched this video. Let us both know, not only me, please, leave Sally to the school in Salamanca. Was that? I don't remember. Already don't remember. Want to I want to thank you for watching this video. If you like this video, I talk about many things such as online drama. I'm an artist, as I said many times, and I'm also working on an animation that I cannot wait to bring on my channel. So if you're interested in that, I'm going to make a playlist so you can watch both the videos. And if you have time, whatever you want to kill some hours, I have the live streams which are pretty long, but you can watch at 2.0 speed, 2 per speed. I don't know. I never know how to say it. And yeah, we will see each other really soon. Dude, what the